September 1, series September. I am listening to husband material. Dog-eared to death, of course. Kind of got into somebody's sprinkler by mistake. I hate how sticky these stickers are. You're not gonna be a clean getaway. I mentioned earlier in the vlog that I vlog all the dark and messed up things beyond and brilliant. Vlogging before I've done anything other than drank a glass of water is not always my best self. And we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hi everybody, it's Audrey and welcome back to Chapter and Converse. While I am filming the outro to this vlog, I realized I never filmed an intro to this vlog. So, welcome to week 1-ish of series September. Good morning, happy September 1st, happy series September, happy all the things September. I wish when the calendar changed it would be so much cooler and it would instantly be fall, but it's not. I am probably 3/4 of the way through my morning walk, which is why I'm huffing and puffing like I could blow the house down. It's been a busy morning. Dogs, street cleaners, garbage trucks, people getting dry cleaning dropped off. I feel like I've been dodging landmines everywhere, but it seems to have calmed down, so that's good. Good. But September 1, series September, I am listening to husband material. I just started it this morning in a shocking turn of events. I finished Every Summer After. I keep wanting to call it Every Last Summer, like every last year. And I had, I don't know, maybe like 120 pages left yesterday, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish this in time. I could not stop reading that book yesterday. And there's a chance I'm still crying. I loved it. So it's again, I feel like it's everything I didn't know I needed. But I was listening to a very spoiler-full Ashley Winstead interview talking about the Last Housewife, which, full disclosure, I filmed a ton of footage for another vlog and I never put it together. Kind of like, remember how I was doing that Gone Girl vlog and I never put it together? You guys, it's just been a rough time. And my attention has been in a lot of different places. So, Gone Girl might be lost footage one day and my last vlog might be lost footage one day. But long story short, I can't change my hands, it's so annoying. Last Housewife was all the dark and messed up things beyond and brilliant. So she did a spoiler-full chat. And then she was talking about her next book and her next thriller. Her next romance comes out, I think, April of next year. And it's kind of a sequel to Fool Me Once. It follows not the main characters in Fool Me Once, but other characters. But anyway, long story short, too late. Her next thriller, she said it's like Every Last Summer with serial killers. So no joke, I went out and I bought Every Last Summer because I had heard people talking about it, but I'm like, I don't need to read this immediately. Went out and bought it, read it immediately, and I loved it. And of course, now that I'm done with it, I'm like, how is she gonna work serial killers into this story? So obviously it's not a direct story, but I'm guessing maybe location or relationships and murder. I can't wait. So that comes out next fall. I think it's called Midnight is the Darkest Hour. Can't wait. But anyway, so I am waiting for the final Gambit to show up in the mail. Book 3 in the Inheritance Game series, which I've talked about so much here, you guys know. It's due to come tomorrow. I did like slow boat, not even slow boat shipping. I ordered the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I don't know what makes it exclusive, but that's what I bought. So it should arrive tomorrow. So I have the book of husband material to keep me busy while I listen to the audiobook. And then I have the prequel to the Good Girls Guide to Murder series called Killjoy by Holly Jackson, which I talked about in my TBR video, which you guys would have seen by now. And if you haven't, of course, it'll be linked down below. But that is my plan to come in strong. So I'm gonna finish my walk, catch my breath so you don't have to listen to me wheezing. And pollen is like off the charts. I always thought 10 was top. I think pollen's 10.2 today. I think the pollen chart goes to 12. Don't ask me why. So anyway, I'm feeling all the things, but I'm gonna get my walk done so I can get home and have breakfast and do the things. And I've been reading a ton, which is great, but I have not been writing as much. I've been doing a little bit, and I need to like reshift focus. I have a lot of things I want to work on, so that's part of my challenge. But on that note, I'm going to keep on trucking, and I just want to say good morning and welcome to September. Fall baby here. I'm so psyched. Good morning, happy Friday. Kind of got into somebody's sprinkler by mistake. Given that it's 57 degrees outside, that was not necessary. The sun is at like the weirdest angle right now. I'm out a little earlier. And I literally just walked into a sprinkler as it like hit the street, so whoops. But other than that, this is a side effect of I did not sleep well last night. And I don't know why. I was up a lot. And it just, not fun. Not fun. And my finale of sleep, so there was like a little bit of, there was like a good fun moment. Because I was like sleeping on a blow-up bed on the floor in my dream, not in life. And there were snakes. And then like, my dad came in and like picked it up and like flung its head like against the dresser behind me to kill it or something, and I literally like shot out of sleep. That was how I woke up. Also, can't explain why, but Ben Affleck was in my dream. But like younger Ben Affleck, I don't know, like Chasing Amy Ben Affleck, not like 15-year-old Ben Affleck. But anyway, weird. So I'm gonna have to Google the snake thing when I get home. But man, that woke me up. So I tried to read for a little bit, and then I was like, just get up and go. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm listening to husband material. I know I did not check in again yesterday. I got caught up in video making or editing, video editing. I was doing some very disturbing research for my thriller killer book. The FBI should probably be knocking on my door soon for the things that I Googled yesterday about dead bodies. All right, hold on, dog walkers. Okay, that took way longer than I thought it would. Not that you guys can tell. But it's so beautiful out this morning, so obviously like everybody is out this morning, and their dogs and their kids, which makes tons of sense because it's beautiful, so more power to them. But it's hard to do this kind of a thing. So, or I could just get over myself. But anyway, so Final Gambit should be coming in the mail today. Can't wait. So I'm reading, I think I said this before, Killjoy by Holly Jackson. I'm gonna run into a lady with a stroller and a dog. So it's a novella. I might try and finish that first. It should be easy enough to read and like just knock it out today. So we'll see. And I'm enjoying husband material. So I've seen a lot of reviews where people, like 1-2-star reviews, really didn't like it. So I obviously didn't read the whys because I don't want anything to be spoiled. But I'm probably 20% in maybe, and I'm finding it just as funny as the first one, so you know, jury's out till I'm done. But I'm not disappointed yet. I'm also listening to the audiobook, so I don't know if that impacts anything, but we'll see. Okay, hold on, see if I can find a better street to turn down. Hi, it's afternoon. This is a terrible angle. I never found a good place to talk and walk this morning. So anyway, Bookmail came. I know I'm not, this is just what we're gonna deal with. We're just gonna deal with the fact that my head is cut off and the lighting is weird, and this is just what it is, just what it's like. So, well, that's not really helpful when the puffiness is not puffy. I am not annoyed, I am not annoyed, I am not annoyed. Giant car went by. I'm so excited. And guess whose camera card got full? Of course. Anyway, this is where we were. Hunched down. Final Gambit, Jennifer Lynn Barnes, she's here. I'm diving in tonight. I'm diving in tonight. I finished Killjoy by Holly Jackson. I don't have it nearby. So that was the novella prequel to Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which was on my fake TBR. So look at me sticking to a TBR. I'm trying to get in this shot somehow. And it was great fun. It was great fun. I would read it after you read all the other books. It doesn't give anything away, but it makes, obviously because it's a prequel, but it makes more sense because you know the characters, and then it's kind of the inciting incident for Pip in The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. But it was just fun. So it's like set at a murder mystery party, and it's like the first mystery that Pip ever solves. So very, very fun time. I'm trying to pull the sticker off. So this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I don't know what makes it special. I think there's maybe like an extra chapter or something. I hate how sticky these stickers are. You're not gonna be a clean getaway. That's so frustrating. So I'm so excited for this book, you guys. I'm just in such the zone. So you guys know I reread Inheritance Games and The Hawthorne Legacy in preparation for this. I am ready. This is the third and final. I'm excited to hear all the things. I listened to a podcast with Jennifer Lynn Barnes the other day, spoiler free. This is gonna need a little goog on, but that's okay. And she talked about how, I feel like maybe I mentioned this in a different video, but if not, then I'm doing it now, or maybe I'm doing it again. But how when she wrote the first book, she did not have a deal for multiple books. So it was written, the first book was written as a one-off, but I think she had hopes that it would be maybe something else. And then when she was editing it, she knew she had a second book. So she went back and added some things and changed the ending of book number 1 to help with book number 2. And then she said that there were always things planted in number 1 for a number 3. So we'll see, we'll see. So that is what I'm reading tonight. And then I also got Carrie Soto is back. I had the arc of this and I was thrilled, and I just obviously want this on my bookshelf. I did get the signed copy because I don't have anything signed by her, and someday maybe I'll get to meet her. This was not going to be my year. I knew it. She did do something. She was supposed to do something. It wound up getting canceled in Lower Manhattan. So hopefully next year, or her next book. I don't even know what's up next for her. I feel like she's going to take a little time out because she's working on film stuff. So we'll see, but hopefully someday I'll get to meet her and get like an in-person autograph. But for now, I'm gonna have Carrie on my shelf, and I'm gonna move all of my highlights from my ebook into my book. I'm not gonna dog ear it. I go back and forth on the dog earing, so we'll see what happens, but I'm not gonna dog ear this book. I'll tab it up, and I moved my tabs. I just got a new set of those like little Post-it kind of tabs, and I'm excited for it. So hooray for Bookmail that I bought myself, which is totally fine. That's what I do. So yay. I listened to some more of Husband material. So where I was at on the walk this morning, there was just so many people out, which is totally fine. And I mean, it just was like too chaotic to try and walk and talk and people and cars and just all the things. So I had a really good walk, which was great, and it's still a beautiful day. It obviously got warmer. I'm so ready for just like some good weather, although I think it's supposed to rain starting Sunday, so I'm gonna go hang with my family for a little bit. And I just have like a laundry list of like wants to do, like to do, and we'll see what I get done. I might try and film a little bit tomorrow, even though that doesn't mean anything in the context of this, but that is kind of like the what's up for today. So finished my first book for Booklist, Series September bingo. And yeah, it's just kind of been fine. It's a little quieter today. I think a lot of people just sort of like took off because of the holiday, which is also good, fine by me. I'm happy with like the quiet. And yeah, I'm just hoping to have a productive night. Like I said, I got to get back to my video editing, and then I'm gonna watch some baseball tonight. I think the magic number is 20 at the time of filming this, or maybe it was 20 last night and they won last night. Let's go Mets. The obsession is coming through. And then I have some writing I would like to do. So I have been trying to work out a very major plot point, and I felt like I was forcing something. I felt like it wasn't going to work. I think, and I keep saying this, and my sweet, sweet friends who get to hear me talk about this all the time, I feel like every other day I'm like, okay, I think I figured it out. And then the next day I'm like, okay, I haven't figured it out. And then the day after that I'm like, I think I figured it out. So today I feel like I figured something out. I was doing some research, and maybe this is it. So I need to get to the point of just, I'm in second drafting, outlining my second draft. I have been reading Refuse to Be Done by Matt Bell, which has been really good. So it's revising your book in 3 drafts. So I read the first 2 parts of it, and now I want to work on draft 2, and then I will go back and read sort of the 3rd and final draft. I kind of just don't want the what's next in my head. I want to stay in the draft that I'm in. So I'm planning to do some of that work too. Big goals. I feel like that opening of the TV show Fame, like you got big dreams, you got big goals. Fame starts here. Whatever it is, that Debbie Allen speech that she has at the beginning of that show. Anybody? All right. My cutoff head and I are gonna go, but I wanted to show you guys the book mail, so I will let you guys know what I think of both of them. I'm also kind of jazzed that it's like they're color coordinated with the yellow and the red, so yay for everybody. Riddles upon riddles, secrets upon secrets, winner takes all. Here we go, friends, here we go. Me and my giant head. All right, later. Happy Saturday. We did it. We made it to today. So the upside, so I know the sun is like creating all the weird shadows, but the upside of walking on a Saturday morning of a holiday weekend is a lot less people out and about, and I'm here for it. So it's much nicer out than I thought. It was supposed to be like crazy cloudy, and it kind of was when I walked out the door, and now it's like all the sunshine, as you can see. So I'll take it. I will take it. I love when the weather's wrong in the right direction. So, I talked to you guys last night when I opened my book box, finished Killjoy, currently still listening to Husband Material, still very much enjoying it, and I dipped into The Final Gambit last night. As usual, my night got away from me. I ran out of time, was trying to do too many things, so I barely got into Final Gambit, but I'm like in. Instantly in. So glad I did a reread, because I'm like right where we left off basically in my mind, like all the characters, everything's fresh. And what I love about these books is it just jumps right in. Super short chapters, compulsive flipping. I can't wait to read more today. So once again, I have a to-do list a kajillion miles long. It's like a brain dump meets to-do list. So we'll just see. We're gonna see how it goes. And then tomorrow is family time. So I have a lot of stuff I'd like to get done before that. And I'm walking up a hill. So I'm panting. But that's kind of the what. So I just wanted to hop on, say good morning. And I'm gonna get my exercise in. I'm gonna get my steps in. And then enjoy this beautiful, fabulous Saturday and this unexpectedly beautiful weather that we're having. Yeah, I'm all in. All right, stay tuned for more. Hey friends. I would be like, I'm back, but again, I feel like in vlog world, nobody knows the difference, but it's Friday. I have not vlogged in days. I wound up doing a bit of a vacay with my family, spending some extra time there all week. So I very much go off the grid, which I love to do, and it was great, but I'm back at it. I just had the weirdest experience. So I'm just walking, doing my thing, and like maybe 2 feet in front of me, a squirrel dropped from a tree, like a ton of bricks. Is that the phrase? Like a sack of flour? I almost feel like the squirrel stepped on a branch that wasn't steady, and he just hit the ground, and then like got up and scurried away. It scared me big time. If I was 5 seconds faster, no joke, it would have landed on my head, which would have been a whole different experience of complete terror. The poor squirrel. That poor squirrel, man. It sounded like 20 pounds of squirrel hit the ground. But again, he scampered away, so he's fine. So anyone who's worried about the squirrel's totally fine. But I don't know what happened, man. All right, people ahead, waiting for a school bus. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That was like a school bus vortex of lots of kids and lots of buses and lots of noise. So hopefully I found a quiet spot, but the back to school activity has made it like really, really busy, obviously. None of it matters. So anyway, I have like 10% of husband material left. I did some reading, but again, I just kind of go into my own little vortex, and I have 40 pages of Final Gambit left. If I could have kept my eyes open last night, I would have finished it, and I just was so tired, and I didn't want to miss anything. Like I was getting to the point where I felt like I was unintentionally like skipping sentences or words or something. So anyway, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's such a fun series. I'm down for the ride. So very curious to see how it ends. And I am really enjoying husband material. So I think I mentioned earlier, I had seen some people's reviews and they weren't liking it as much as they liked boyfriend material, and some people were like downright poo-pooing it. I'm finding it just as charming. The writing is extremely funny again. There's definitely some weightier subject matter to it, but I'm enjoying the what comes next for Luke and Oliver. So to each their own, obviously, but I feel like I was like hunkered down for a really disappointing reading experience, and it's been great. So we'll see. So I will finish both of these books today. Ding dong. I've only finished one book so far this month, and it's the 9th, which hurts me a little bit, but it's totally fine. So anyway, I just wanted to show pace this morning. I will catch up with you guys later. I'm going to concentrate on walking and picking up my pace, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi everybody, it is later in the day on Friday, so I am very excited to report that I have finished 2 books today, although it wasn't that hard because I was 20% to the end of this, by which I mean I was 80% into this math. And I had 40 pages left of this. There is a bonus short story in this. So earlier in the vlog, I was like, I don't know what makes this a special edition. There is a short story at the end, which is what my bookmark is for, but I finished both of these books today. So, quick synopsis, feelings, all the things. Husband Material is the 2nd book in a series, so I feel like synopsis is going to be short on these because I don't want to ruin anything from book number 1. But I have talked about this book as well as the Final Gambit like crazy. So I mentioned earlier in the vlog that that I had seen some reviews but not read the reviews, and I still have not read the reviews, but I'm going to read the reviews of a whole bunch of people who were disappointed in this book and were giving it like very low ratings. So I'm gonna say, I don't know why, although I have a feeling like a few things in the book, I was like, maybe this is the thing that people didn't dig because it just didn't work for them. I very much enjoyed this. So I gave Boyfriend Material 5 stars. I am trying to like sit on stars, and I'm also like starting to, I've never really given like hardcore star ratings here. I do it on Goodreads just to be able to like pump up the authors that I love, but I have a hard time because I'm always like in the middle. But I would say this is solid 4 stars for me. So the humor was completely on point, just as it was in book number 1. I was laughing out loud. I am so bummed because as I was going through my vlog footage, I realized I obviously spent this entire vlog talking to you guys while I was out for a morning walk. And apparently I did not always hit the record button, or maybe my finger slipped and I have like 10 seconds of footage or something. So, or I have like pictures. Vlogging before I have done anything other than drank a glass of water is not always my best self. But one of the lines in particular, I laughed out loud, and I still remember, I'm gonna like quote it correctly directly here, but I missed it on the footage. But anyway, I was not actually hitting record, but there's so many lines in this book that absolutely made me lose my mind. But context is not really important, but Oliver is vegan and he's having a conversation with Luke's mom about it, and she's just saying like, I found vegan cheese, like all these things, and like vegan bacon, and she's trying to be very accommodating to him. And then there's a line in response where Oliver says, yes, my refusal to drink milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Which I still think is like one of the funniest lines. I'm doing no justice to the audiobook narrator, but I very much enjoyed this book. So it had a lot of weighty topics, it had a lot of levity to it. When I reviewed Boyfriend Material, I talked about the fact that I loved Luke's extended group of friends. I loved Bridget so much. And you get a lot of the friend group in this. So as I mentioned, I think earlier in the vlog, this is told in a style of kind of a 4 weddings and a funeral, which is disclosed on the back, so don't get mad at me. And I very much enjoyed getting a deeper look into the friend group and into other people in their lives. And this takes place like 2 years-ish after Boyfriend Material. So a lot of things have changed. And I think part of what I very much enjoyed about this book is, you know, kind of what comes after the happily ever after, and how groups change when people get married and people have kids, and the dynamics change, and the more you're in a relationship with someone, and like being in the relationship does not instantly make everything better and easy, and in so many more ways it's more complicated. So I really love the discussions in this book. I really love the topics in this book. And again, there's so much about family and the dynamic as a son and as a sibling and as a parent, and so many things that go into this. And I just thought it was really, really well done. And I really appreciate how Alexis Hall approaches more challenging topics and also finds the levity in so many different situations. But huge fan. So if the reviews were making you hesitant to pick it up, I thought it was amazing for what that's worth. And then I also just adored the final gambit. So very similar feeling. I feel like this is very strong 4 stars. Dog-eared to death, of course. And again, so many lines that I just thought were funny. Both of these books made me cry. I'm trying to like look at the camera but not look at the lens or the screen to see what's in frame. I'm very satisfied with the ending for Avery and the Hawthorne brothers, and I just thought it was great fun. I very much surrendered to this book. I was trying to figure stuff out in the inheritance games. I was kind of trying to figure some like stuff out in the Hawthorne Legacy. And in this one, I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride, go for all of it. And I had a great time with it, which is not to say I didn't try to figure out a couple things, and I didn't totally figure out a couple things, but I just had a really fun time with it. There were a few moments where I was just sort of like, okay, a little cheesy, but still fun, still fun. And I liked the story, I liked the core of it, I liked how it ended. There's one element of it that, in both of these books, I kind of can't talk about, obviously, things without spoiling stuff. So there was one piece of this where I feel like it was finished but unfinished, and still very much enjoyed it, even like with that element. And in like a couple aspects, I wanted like a little bit something more, but
Still very satisfied with what she did with it. This is nearly a 400-page book. There's so much jammed into this. It definitely beautifully ties back to the first 2 books. There's definitely callbacks to the first 2 books. And anyone who's a fan of this series, you will instantly obviously see them. And I did do the reread of Inheritance and Hawthorne leading up to this, so good to go. But I had a great time with it. So this morning, I had only finished reading 1 book this month, and now I have officially read 3. But again, in all fairness, I was near the end on these. So I'm gonna wrap up week 1, it's like 1 in a day, for series September now. So I have filled out 3 squares. I will pop a picture up over here. And then I started listening to Hangman today by Daniel Cole, which is the 2nd book in the Ragdoll series. So it's a 3-book series. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm definitely not sure what's happening. I'm following the story, but I'm not sure where the mystery is gonna go or kind of where the story is going to take us. So I'm enjoying it. I am definitely also feel like I'm struggling to figure out what to pick up next. So I was going to pick up, again, Rachel by Marion Keyes, but then I was like, no, I should pick up the Todd Ritter / Riley Sager book. And then I was like, no, I should listen to something or read something lighter because I'm listening to something heavier. I'm currently doing Ragdoll on audiobook, but I have the book. So I don't know if I'm going to switch between the 2. The narrator is great on that. So right now, again, listening. And then I was like, I should read Ripley because I've talked about that so much, and it's a shorter book and it's a classic and I really want to read it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to read next as my other one, because I do like to have a book going. I almost kind of want to have something a little bit lighter to be reading at night. So we'll see. I have a few hours before that's going to become a big question. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. I am gonna pick it up tomorrow with a new one, and I think I'm just gonna kind of low-key vlog series September. I did do some thrift book shopping, so I will have that haul in the next video. And then I don't know what else is gonna transpire over the next few days, so you're gonna have to tune in to find out. So until then, that's gonna do it for the first video. Thank you guys so much for being here, for listening, for watching, for engaging, for giving good book suggestions, for other series to talk about. You guys, we're totally ramping up different ones. Lisa Jewell, The Family Remains is another one which got tons of shout outs from you guys when I did the series September videos. So I'm kind of inclined to pick that one up next also, because I feel like it's going to be very compulsive, and I'm just in the mood for compulsive reading. When are you not in the mood for compulsive reading? So you're gonna have to tune into the next video to find out what it is that I pick up other than Hangman. So until then, one last time for the people in the back. Bye everybody, take care, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.